Backing up a WordPress website is something every marketer should know how to do. Having a copy of your website gives you peace of mind and makes it easier to move web hosts or web developers if needed. In this video, I'm going to show you how to quickly back up your WordPress website. Hi, welcome to Not Another Marketing Channel. Don't forget to subscribe down the little bottom right-hand corner as you're looking on the video. You can see the little button. You know what to do. Press that little button and subscribe for more marketing videos. Now, we're going to be talking about how to back up your WordPress website. As a marketer, you're going to come across WordPress an awful lot. It runs plenty of websites out there. And it's always a good idea to have a proper backup of your website on your own computer, stored nice and securely. You might fall out with a web host. You might fall out with a web developer. You might want to move web host, web developer, and make it a little bit easier for yourself. So what we're going to do in this video is have a look at how to quickly create a backup of your WordPress website and download it onto your computer and keep it. Okay, the first thing we need to do is to install a plugin which is going to create the backups for us. So log into your WordPress installation, your WordPress website, into the back end, and then in the left-hand side, under Plugins, we click Add New Plugin. Then what we need to do is to search for Updraft Plus. That's the plugin which we're going to use to create the backup. We then click Install Now. And once the plugin has installed, we can click Activate and we'll be ready to go. Okay, creating a backup is really simple. Whenever you want to do a backup, all you need to do is to log into your WordPress dashboard, and on the left-hand side, go to Settings and then click on Updraft Plus Backups. And that will take you to the backup page. So the easy way to do a manual backup and just do a quick backup, download it to your computer, is to click on the Backup Now button. Now, Updraft Plus does come with other functionality and other features. There's a premium version which gives you the chance to be able to schedule backups and send them over to external storage places like, I don't know, Google Docs or over to Amazon storage and things like that. It's up to you, but we're just going to look at a basic, simple manual backup. So click on Backup Now, and it'll give you a few little options. You want to include the database, and you want to include all the files as well. That's really important. WordPress is made up of a number of different things. It's the files that you put on, like your pictures, any downloads and PDFs that you upload to your website. It's also the actual files that run WordPress itself and run your website. It's the theme as well. The theme has got lots of files involved, and also the plugins which add extra functionality to your website. All of that needs to be backed up. So make sure that the top two are ticked, and then click on Backup Now. Now, this can take a while. It can take a while. It depends on how big your website is and how fast the web server is at creating the backup files, the zip files, which you're going to download. This is a test website of mine, so it's not a very big website, and it shouldn't take an awful long time to actually create the backup system. So we're done. Simple as that. Okay, so click on Close, and the backup is done and ready. At any point, you can see all the existing backups and delete them, restore them, do whatever you want with them at the bottom of this page under Existing Backups. And here's the latest one we've just done. The next thing to do is to download your backups and store them on your computer, which is really simple to do. Just have a quick look at the latest backup on the Updraft Plus backup page, and at the bottom we can see Database. So we just click on Database, and we can then download the database to the computer. So we just click on that, and it'll download it straight away. We then do the same with plugins, and we download the plugins to your computer, and we do the same for themes, uploads, and others. Once you've downloaded everything, you'll have a copy of all your files on your computer in zip files. So here they are. We've got the database, which is here. We've got the uploads, the themes, the plugins, and the others. Now, just make sure that you store all this information pretty securely. If you're running an online store or you've got other customer data actually stored within your website, then that information will then be on your computer in these zip files. So you need to make sure that you comply with all the GDPR and the privacy rules and regulations when you store this data. But run this backup whenever you want to run it, and store all these zip files nice and securely and safe. And that's it. You've got a backup of your website. It's always a good idea to have a backup of your website at any point. I would recommend backing up your website fairly regularly, but it does depend on how busy your website is. So, for example, if you're running an online store and you've got an awful lot of sales happening all the time, you might want to do a daily backup and make sure you've got a copy of everything. If your website is just a little brochure website and not an awful lot happens, maybe once a week, maybe once a month. It depends on how often you update your website. It's always a good idea to keep a copy of your site on your computer. You never know when you might fall out with a web developer, with a web host might go bust. Anything might happen. So it's a good idea to have a copy of your own website on your computer. And this is probably the easiest way to do it in WordPress. Now, if you've enjoyed this video, if you found it useful, don't forget to subscribe for more marketing videos. You know where the button is. And if you've got any questions, leave them in the comments. Thanks for watching.